Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, that Hunter run was god-awful, and the least recent of these I've played is actually Druid. The other two pretty damn recently. Alright, you know what? Stonehill Defender. Because he kicks ass. This row does not kick ass. I don't like any of these cards. They're all a waste of time. So, I don't know, George Smith. All garbage cards. Okay, this row... I think probably Shellshifter. He's going to have more synergy with the rest of the deck. Doesn't count on me getting elementals. Mark of his Charge. This guy's not great. I was looking at, oh, I want this guy. Wait, no, I don't. He's just a verdant. He's not really that great cost. Let's take the Mark, and we'll make sure we get some beasts. Okay, not you, though. We'll take a Savage Roar. It's good to have one Savage Roar, at least. It's often a chance to win the game. This is a 2-2 that gives me a decent-sized minion. As much as Alpha is awesome, gotta take the Forager. This is an interesting row. Cards, mana, or just, stats. And I may or may not have any other Murlocs at all. Probably, at this stage, I should just consider him a Croc. Acolyte of Pain is not necessarily that easy to take advantage of with a Druid. If you don't have some technique to boost his hit points or do 1 damage at a time to your own stuff at a low cost, it's not that great. I think I'm actually going to take the Wild Growth. One of the few mana boosting things that can actually give you an extra card if you draw it in late game. Illusionist is pretty good with Kung Fu. The Magician is good if you have a lot of beasts. I should really just take Wrath. This is harder to get. Those abilities are not as important as killing things. It's hard to get that. Garbage, fine. Okay, this is garbage. It does a lot, kind of, but it does it in such a convoluted and expensive way. Maybe there's some combo you can make with a deck to make that work, but I don't think it's going to work. I think we're going to take the Hive Queen, even though she's got a horrible drawback. She's not as hard to get rid of or as big an investment as the Agent. And the 2-3 for 1, if you get her first turn, it's pretty sweet. I don't see going for Jade stuff as much now that the new set out. I think we'll take the second rate Bruiser. He's solid. I don't have hand boosting. I don't have stuff for that. I'll take Nourish. That's pretty good. I need more good, solid minions to fight with, though. I don't have the elemental stuff going. I think I may actually just take the Heal Bot. Just based on the stuff in my deck right now. He's not as bad as I've initially given him credit for, but he just often will still work out badly. You are not very good, although... What did I need beasts for? I need beasts for the Mark of his Charge. Could be interesting with him, but no. We'll just take the Giant Wasp, who's also a beast and is much more serious. Jade Blossom would be more mana acceleration. Duskboar is a beast, it's kind of a bad beast, but I do need cheap beasts that I can mark. But he's even with the mark, he's got 3 hit points. It's just a lot of investment. I think we're going to take the Jade Blossom, even though I wasn't going for the Jade stuff. You are garbage. Garbage who kills for money. You're garbage. Thank you. Really good guy. You're a beast, and you're actually pretty good as a Druid. One of the classes that you're not bad for. Wow, I've had so many of these guys, but he himself is not an elemental, so I'm not actually sad I passed up on all of them, because I've got no elementals virtually. I don't know, I think literally no elementals right now. I think we'll take the Backroom Bouncer out of this stuff. I'm not going to go for Jade. I have 1 Jade card. We're not doing that. I need more minions that I can boost and stuff. Do I have good battle cries? I feel like I don't have... That's a pretty amazing battle cry. I feel like I don't have that many strong battle cries, though. Okay, that Forager is also pretty good. I got a couple of battle cries that can give me more cards. I think that puts me over the top into taking him. I need more 2-3 cost beasts with fighting stats. This is weird. I don't think I'm going to mess with it. I've got a bunch of mana ramp already. Stop giving me this piece of crap. It's a 5-3 for 7. Which is terrible on its own. And then its ability, it only works as a death rattle. So at the time it dies, you have to have a minion in your hand with 5 or more attack. And then it chooses that at random if you have more than one. And you're not going to get their battle cries if they have any and stuff like that. Like, they're so convolutedly not good. Yeah, it is not good. We're going to take the Bright-Eyed Scout, even though I don't have that much expensive stuff. It's just a bad row. I'm not super, I don't want that many second-rate bruisers, I don't think. Stop giving me these things. They're not useful. I've got a lot of rares and a lot of, like, bad rares. I think I gotta take Bite here. I need some better stuff. You're not actually good! My Mark of Asharish is gonna turn into just +2/+2 with no card, which sucks. But I'm not taking him just to have more Beast Ratchet, because he's expensive and not that good. Again, Adapt can do some useful stuff, but one Adapt on a guy that size, not that exciting. I'll take the Reporter. I'm going to take the Runt. You're a 2/2 beast for 2. You don't get his Adapt. His Adapt, which he gets for 1 more mana. And I might not have that many cheap beasts, but I don't care. This guy, I just consider much more solid. I have actually taken a bunch of stuff for killing, although Naturalize is kind of a different category of killing. Need more things to fight with, though. I think, actually, even though he would be a beast that I was looking for, but I don't have that many things that care about beasts. I think it's more important that I get the Naga Corsair, even though the battle cry is useless, just a 5/4 for 4. I like 5/4 for 5. But Swipe is amazing. I actually have a reasonable number of spells. I don't have anything that cares about the elemental stuff. You would be perfectly... I kind of need something with your stats. I can't turn down Swipe. You guys aren't that great. We'll take Ultra Sword, because I don't actually have that much that's that big either, even though I have a bunch of ramp. Okay. I have enough, like, ramps. Like, Nurse is amazing, but my deck will be too slow with that. This guy is super amazing, but he's a little more expensive. My deck's actually not that expensive, and I have a bunch of stuff for gaining mana. I have some stuff for gaining mana. I have 2 Wild Growths, effectively. One of them costs more. And a Nourish. Oh, man. I think I gotta take this... Oh, no, he's not a... Wait, is that... No, Mark of Stars is in play. I'm thinking... For the Hunter stuff I had last time, he cares about when there are beasts in your hand, which this wouldn't work for. But he's a beast whenever he's in play. I kind of think it's really hard, because under a lot of circumstances, I would take one of these 2 cards. But I'm thinking for this deck, I might need him. Although, in the Lotus Agents, that's an important ability. I don't need the beasts as much as I'm like. Again, I don't have that many things that care. I think I should just take the Lotus Agents. You know, it hurts. Oh my god. It keeps giving me, like, swipes and stuff like that. I'm not going to have good enough minions to fight with, but they can't, like, pass up a swipe, because it does so much. You are not a beast. Well, the choose Druid. I could have had so many Nourishes. I guess we're taking a Violet Teacher. Wow. So, garbage. Another corrupted Healbot. Is that really what I need? Am I going to have enough killing? No, I'm going to have lots of killing. Am I going to have enough, like, damage to my opponent is what I mean. I don't have that many cheap minions either. I'm wondering if I should actually just take the Pine-Sized Summoner. Probably just going to die. She's worth 1 mana per turn while she's alive. I really don't have enough cheap stuff, but if I live a little longer, this guy can help kill off all the stuff that's left alive. I've got all the swipes. Man. Seems a little bit counterproductive to killing my opponent. I'm going to take the Healbot. I probably should have taken the Mini Summoner. This deck has got a lot of good stuff in it, but it just worked out, like, it kept giving me good things that made my deck worse. Like, there were a lot of those rows were amazing rows with great choices. There were also a number of rows that were crap. They usually had one choice, but just everything was pushing me in a direction I'm not actually that happy with. So I think my deck will get crushed if I get rushed. Paladin Rush incoming! See, this is the crap I'm worried about. This is all way too expensive. And I don't even have the coin. Like, 1/4 is okay if you got the coin. And that's no minions, which is also what I'm worried about. This is a serious problem. Yep. These are all really good cards. This actually much less, because I just didn't get enough beasts of reasonable price. Okay, opponent didn't do anything to rush me out. I drew a 2-cost minion. That part's awesome. Although in this case, I'd prefer he was a croc, like a literal croc, because I could just mark him, but yeah. It's not as bad now that I have some stuff. Okay, so do I let my opponent trade and kill that in order to get extra mana? I don't have that much to do with the mana. I could play this on him next turn. Like, do I want to spend my wrath to kill? Like, I have so many things. Excuse me. For killing, eventually. I really should do this as soon as possible. So, I'm sure my Tauren guy is going to get killed, but that gives me a 1/1, so it's not nothing. If that was the wild growth, I would save it till next turn, obviously, and do one of the 2-cost things, but yeah. You're going to buff your ooze with a bubble. Bubbling your ooze would not be cool. Wow, that needs to die. Fortunately, I have options for this. This is not one of those games where I'm completely screwed by that thing. Or it's not looking like it. I'm not likely to have another minion for this guy, so whatever, I'm just going to do that. If he survives, though, I can at least draw a card for him, even though I didn't get his Adept. Again, I liked having this option, even though the 3-cost guy would have worked just better in that particular circumstance. I'd rather have a 2/2 for 2 that sometimes adapts, oddly enough. Nope. Maybe my quantitative analysis of the 3-cost 2/2 adapt guy is just unfair to it. I don't know. Okay, I don't like that I can't swipe that guy. Because swiping that guy would be an awesome play. This is going to be just, like, inconvenient. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to do this. Even though I might not get a card later, I'm going to play this guy right now. Kill the 1/1 so there are fewer things out there. Damage. Also, by putting a point of damage on my 2/2, it makes it look less like something is worth killing. Of course, my opponent's probably just going to consecrate and trade, and he'll end up at full health and start everything over again, but my deck is slowish, so that's not the end of the world, although he has a lot more cards. And some of them have +1/+1. I'm not happy about that.
Reporting for duty.
That's going to give him a lot of stats, and the 1 attack is going to be useful right now too, which sucks. Two damage to that guy, and I could have killed him with swipe, but no. No, whatever. It's your purpose in life. You know my opponent's going to get all the health from that at some point. Although I can play him as a taunt, which I think I will do. Do I boost him now? I hate doing that, but as a taunt, it's slightly less worthless. Plus, all I'm going to do is Kung Fu for 1, so I'm going to do this and get the card. I'll have that mana for next turn. Now I have 2 swipes in my hand. So if something terrible happens to him, it will prove once again why you don't want to generally buff things that can't attack yet. But I only have so many beasts, so I gotta take the chance to get the card in case he just got killed off anyhow. And it should take more to kill him off in theory. Okay. God damn, that's some big stuff you've got going there. So my opponent's gonna gain 8 health when my thing dies, but that was pretty much gonna happen anyway. So if I hit that for 6, and then I swipe it, it's not going to kill the 1/1s, which is pretty annoying. I could swipe it twice, but I'd still have to trade something to do that extra last point of damage to it, because of the goddamn +1, so that's not great. This guy would get +1 attack when this dies, which is okay. If I do that, yeah. I'd really like to be able to, if I'm going to swipe, I'd like to be able to Kung Fu one of those little pricks, but it doesn't work out well, because that'd be Kung Fu, instead of playing him and getting +1/+1 on him. So now I think we're just going to...
You on the list?
And maybe Kung Fu them in the future if they don't trade this turn. If my opponent tries to save them until he can get rid of my taunt some other way or get them buffed, then I might be able to wipe them out with a swipe. That would be a very poor decision on his part. Although, unless he has something to boost them, and look, you certainly from his point of view, you want to ram those guys into my taunt right now. You want to use them to do 4 damage before something happens to them. But you don't really want to do that unless you can finish the taunt with something else. And buffing them is less good than normal because... Alright, well that works pretty goddamn well. Asshole. So... if I don't want to Kung Fu that and take the 7 damage necessarily, although, because I'd still be losing my guy here, although it would save me a swipe. I could just take the 7 damage. And it would leave me with 7 mana, which is, again, not enough to do much. I just play one of these. I don't think swiping... I think I should save that swipe for card advantage, though. So, yeah, we're gonna make a painful trade. Doing so much, like, healing of my opponent with these guys is not great. The previous one did fight pretty well.
Out of my jungle.
Okay, well that sucks. Although at least this guy can kill him and only take 1 damage. Or, if I really need to kill something else right away, I could swipe him. To get to that something else. Harvest Golem. Okay, that's not super threatening.
Reporting for duty.
Piece of crap guy. That's fine. Wow. Okay. Glad to see you.
Out of my jungle.
Okay, Stonehill into Stonehill makes sense. But at this point, I've got enough stuff on the board that it's... I don't know what... He has to get something really awesome, or else it's actually just slowing him down. Even though it's giving him massive card advantage, it may be too slow. Oh, wow. That is ridiculous. I forgot this guy had taunt and was an option for that. That was bullshit. Oh my god. Now I'm going to lose the game. Hooray! That's insanity how powerful that was. Makes its mana. I could draw 3 cards, but I'd need to do so. God damn. Do I just let him do the damage now? Or, like, I could swipe that 3/3, but I'm wondering if maybe I should save that for a surprise. I'm going to take 5 extra damage from not doing it, but he's not killing me that fast. I think I got to try and draw the cards now. And hope he doesn't have, like, mass buffs to crush me with. There's my Stonehill. I bet I don't get this guy, though. God damn it, that was so insane. The RNG of it. Because if he had just pulled out, like, a huge-ass taunt, like the biggest taunt you can get for 6 mana, and then played it, that would have been fine. I would have still been utterly kicking his ass. And now I'm possibly just screwed. I thought that my opponent got an extra 16 health from my dudes. Speaking of not helping.
duty.
That's pretty good value from that swipe now. But okay, we're going to. Do I do this guy first and then Stonehill? No, if I do this guy, then I'd have to choose between Stonehill and swipe. I think I'm gonna Stonehill first. Let's see what we got.
Out of my jungle.
Ironbark Protector would be pretty good for next turn. So we'll look to doing that maybe. I think we're gonna swipe the 4/4. That gets rid of some stuff. We play this and bump him up to 2 hit points, which actually works against several of those guys. Or I don't think, you know what? I think that actually maths out pretty well right now. Because the big guy doesn't do quite enough damage to finish my Stonehill on his own, and the other two would now die from hitting him instead of not dying from hitting him. Oddly enough, I think that's a better play right now, save the Wasp. But let's see. If he had just pulled this guy, this game would have already been over and I would have won. Like, I was fine. But no. Ah, damn it. He's going to be able to break through this guy pretty easily, but it's going to cost him a lot.
Reporting for duty.
Easily in terms of there's nothing stopping him, not easily in terms of the cost. Couldn't attack anything worthwhile because there's a lot of taunts in the way of the 1 hit point things. Okay. This guy needs to get pretty good value. If he gets, like, shrunk or something, I'm going to be screwed. Like, if he has to obey the rules, then that's it. Already way behind.
When Earth moves, empires.
He gets his bonus. It's pretty rough. It's not in the immediate killing me department, though. Yeah, okay. Well, he got good value. It still hurt a lot, and I'm still in a crappy place. But he got good value. I'm gonna do to even survive. That might have been helpful at some previous point. Like when I had my Stonehill, that would have been good. Damn it. Alright, I don't know what I could get that would save me. Not that stuff. Turn a minion to owner's hand. Well, that would be pretty terrible. These guys have awesome battle cries. I mean, I could get rid of the 5/3, but then I'd just have another 5/3. Or sorry, the 3/5 taunt bubble guy, and he might not get his elemental tech next time, but that's really not saving me that much. The Frost Shock is cheap. I can Frost Shock and get a 1/1 from her and stop one of those idiots from attacking, but I think we're just going to take the Frost Shock. It sucks, though. This is a friendly beast, right? I don't have beasts. Right? He never is a 5/3, and it would be slowing that guy for a turn, same as freezing. You know what? Let's. Oh, he costs 6. No, F that.
Pay attention, class.
I'm really screwed, though. Unbelievable. This stupid. The RNG of, like, getting that guy as a choice compared to all the other taunts in the universe. Yeah, okay, I was pretty screwed anyway. Like, he could have been pretty much anything else that you could, certainly anything else that my opponent could have cast for 6 mana right away, and I would have won that game, but nope. Alright, well, yay. We'll just have to see if maybe I'm the one whipping out the bullshit legendary from my Stonehill next time.
Please click the like button before it clicks you. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonet Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.